Hey, howdy, hey, you're on with the Juice Man, and this is Boat Game. Got a game for you all today in the brand new campaign ship, the Tier 8 American Battleship Wisconsin, an Iowa-class battleship dubbed Big Whiskey, and also famous for the Temper story. The commander of another American battleship of the Iowa class, New Jersey, is our commander today. We've got Cunningham and Colorado as inspirations. We're running Flammable Cannoneer, Gyrating Drill Bits, Firefighter, and her unique skill, Don't You Just Love It? And of course, Will to Rebuild. I know, Will to Rebuild in 2025. It's a meme, but I'm old school. I still run it. I don't care. We've got the Turret Traverse mod. We've got Propulsion mod. We've got Concealment mod. And of course, the Artillery Plotting Room. The absolute greatest mod to ever grace the American battleships. The gimmick of this ship is the infinite main battery reload boosters. They increase your reload by 65%, and they cool down in 3 minutes, and you can just keep using them. Typical for an Iowa class, we got 75,500 HP, 40% torpedo reduction. We've got 9 406mm guns in 3 turrets, reaching out to 18.3 kilometers, reloading in 34.8 seconds, kind of trash. But the guns turn in 30 seconds with that Traverse mod. We've got a maximum AP Citadel damage of 14,040, and the HE is 5,700 with a 36% fire chance. We're also sporting 20 127mm secondaries, reaching out 5 kilometers. Not super important. Those secondaries are better used as AA, honestly. But in addition to the 20 secondaries used for AA, we also have 80 40mm Bofors guns, putting down some ridiculous DPS, and 49 20mm Oerlikon guns, reaching out to 2, 3.5, and 5 kilometers respectively. The AA is pretty good. We're already dropping some planes from the Hakuryu. We top out at 30.2 knots. We turn the rudder in 17.2 seconds. And the concealment is bad, 13.6 kilometers. That's why I run that 3rd slot mod, because I don't like being spotted from across the map. Air concealment, not as bad. Detectability whilst firing in smoke, might as well not be in smoke. Now you see here the Z-44, a very small, agile destroyer, has just T-boned the battleship-sized Puerto Rico. Got upset about it, started shooting their guns at the Puerto Rico, and is now going to sail to the back of the map and finish the game with 0 XP. We'll zoom in on that later. Now here for my first shot of the game, I zoomed in on the Hindenburg. My first zoom was good, but my second zoom, the auto aim kind of messed with me a little bit there. Made me totally miss that shot. But that's just the nature of the beast. I should have noticed that. That's the first of many mistakes I'm going to make this game. It absolutely would have, should have, and could have been a much better game if I made some better decisions, but this ship is very forgiving to mistakes. I done goobered it many times. I played very poorly this game, and all things considered, I still ended up with a good result. Now we got Azkaban and the Yamato over there. I know exactly who he is. So I launched the rear turrets of Justice at him. We catch him with a few shells and a Citadel for 23,000 damage. We're off to a great start. But now we're in a bit of a stalemate. This is typical for this map, to sit behind this island and wait for things to come to you, but occasionally you can spend the entire game sitting here waiting. Fortunately for me, that's not going to be the case this game. You'll also see at the end of this game, the Puerto Rico is going to do very well also. So me and the Puerto Rico next to me are essentially going to steamroll our flank and then clean up the rest of the game for everybody else. Huge shout out to this Puerto Rico. He played it like an absolute G. Now, Z-44 is still quite upset with Puerto Rico, spamming him with no's. I'm going to be spamming some no's later as the game goes not my way. But I've got bigger fish to fry in the form of this Preußen. Now, his guns hit extremely hard. He has the potential to absolutely nay-nay me. So I need to make sure I'm angled to him so he can catch my belt. Anything into the superstructure is going to hurt, but the belt not so much. I take an absolute dirty chunk off of him there. I hit him with 8 shells, 7 penned. So let's get the reload booster off and see if I can chunk him hard again. I absolutely do. Only 6 shells that time, but I've just taken half the health of the Preußen with, honestly, the time it would take to load these guns once. I take a big hit there trying to get behind this island. I wasn't angled to him as well as I thought I was. That's the second mistake of the game. I lost a bit of HP there, but it's okay. Checking out what's going on. We are down a Dalian and we are down a Rune. But would you look at that? one of the other Preussens is coming up the middle. Not angling very well to me. Z44 is still running to the back of the map, not helping. I'm going to get a shot at this Preussen and continue backing up so I don't get absolutely yoked. Another good chunk off of him. Can't seem to find the Citadel on those turtle-backed battleships unless you're at much higher range. Fortunately, this other Preussen isn't looking at me, so I'm going to try to get the guns turned for him. We've just lost our third ship and haven't got a kill yet. Scratch that. Akuryu has just wiped out the Preussen in the middle. Akuryu does pretty well this game as well. I get a brief spot on the Hindenburg, but I'm not going to get a shot at him. I'm looking to get this Preussen taken care of, because he's pushing straight into our Yami. And if I can get a kill instead of the Yami, that's what I'm going to do. He just requested support. It's fair game. I'm taking the shot. Z44 is almost at the back of the map now. Yoink. There's my first kill of the game at 100,000 damage. I've been doing a lot of chunking, but I've finally killed something. Now, I might have been able to hang around closer to the middle there and maybe get a better shot at that Preussen, get a kill locked down there, but it just wasn't going to happen. Bro's not got the armor situation for me to hit him that hard at that angle. Now, this is about where I'm going to start really getting harassed by the enemy Hakuryu. Not so much me as the Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is going to end up taking a lot of the damage from the carrier, but carrier's harassing us. We move as a unit. We are a team. And I'm going to end up shooting down most of the planes. I'm up to 8 now. Now, I pinged the Puerto Rico to radar to try to find this Dalian, but he's just a little bit too far away. So Puerto Rico, being an absolute G, is going to send it straight in there. What a legend. I'm sat here waiting for the Dalian. I could be repositioning, but I'm not going to. Puerto Rico's taking some fire. Dalian's in smoke. I think he's about to get lit. And there he is. I'm going to line up my shot to hit him as if he's trying to sail away. Send it over the island. Here comes the planes. And bye-bye, Dalian. I think I clobbered him for about 15k. One Citadel, but one is enough on a ship like that. He doesn't have the HP to tank any reasonable amount of damage. So now it's time to push over into A. With the Puerto Rico getting harassed in the cap and Hindenburg, they're shooting at him. He's not going to be able to cap it by himself. I just want to get in there and try to keep him safe. And also get the cap because XP. Dalian torps go by, hit nothing. Now this is one of the other mistakes I could have possibly made here, is going into A and taking the slow route around. Had I pushed into B, I might have been able to keep some more of my teammates alive, but it's entirely possible it would have gotten me entirely killed. Not gotten the win for the team. But hey, it is what it is. I wanted to get on this cap and ensure it got capped and take the slow route around, hoping that all the enemy battleships are going to push B and I'll be able to get crossfires on them. Here I am spotted by the Hindenburg, but he's not going to shoot at me just yet. I'm going to sit here and cap. Carrier's coming back with torps. And I'm going to start shooting down planes. There's the shot from Hindenburg. Cheeky reset. Torps are coming in. And of course, they're at me. So the planes got close enough that I can start shredding them a little harder. I get flooded, because of course I do, so we're going to pop the damage con in the heel. Now, I know that floods don't do as much damage as they used to. They're kind of equivalent to a fire now, unless you get double flooded. But I've been playing this game for the better part of 5 years. My muscle memory is still, I get flood, I hit damage con. Ooh, I see an opportunity for a cheeky shot at the Delaware that I'm going to take. And we're going to start sailing out of here because we got this cap locked down. I think the Yamato got into the cap to help us. Not 100% though. So Akuryu is looking for a fire now. He's not going to get it though. Something about this ship, it's just hard to set on fire for some reason. Now, This is one of those moments where it's just, a perfect showcase of what these guns can do. And why maybe I did make the right decision going into A. Bye-bye, Navran. I correctly predicted that they were going to push into B, push up towards my teammates, which established a crossfire for me, and I absolutely deleted the Navran. Now I see a shot at the Delaware that I'm going to take. He's very low. Rear turret adjustment is going to get him as I secure my high caliber at 184,000 damage. And my 4th kill of the game. I know what everybody's thinking. Oh, he's on 4 kills and there's 4 ships left. Yeah, I have killed 4 out of 5 of the enemy team that's dead so far. You think I'm going to get the 5th kill for the Kraken? Of course I'm not. Why would I? I'm going to absolutely choke this every way, shape, and form possible. So here I am, 184,000 damage. Devastating strike, high caliber, 4 kills. Now, do I just send it towards this Yami and ram him? Probably a safe bet. Probably get me some damage. Probably even get me my Kraken. But I don't really want to do that. Because I don't know if my team's going to survive the onslaught from the carrier and the Hindenburg. I see that Yami's getting low. So maybe it's time to push. He just shot his guns. I see that the Hindenburg's pushing up towards middle. Maybe I can get around the Yamato, get the cheeky shot at Hindenburg, get the free kill. Yami's backing up slightly around the island. Yeah, I'm going to go for the Hindenburg. Yami's going to keep getting chunked down. Worst case scenario, I can take a superstructure shot at him if he's low. But this is Azkaban we're talking about. He's not a bad player by any means. He's not going to give it up that easily, even though he is getting focused by essentially our entire team. I could shoot at him. I could shoot at him anytime, but Hindenburg's looking so free, and he just shot at me. So I'm going to put my front turrets at the Hindenburg. Hit him decently hard. As I secure my clear sky and get absolutely demolished by Hakuryu torps. Hindenburg's going to keep chunking me here. I've got my rudder to the left trying to get turned in. Yami's no longer a threat because Yami's dead. Maybe I should have taken that shot at him. And Hindenburg is quite low now. And I am getting fully harassed by the carrier. Will to rebuild is actually the only thing that's going to keep me alive here. I'm trying to kind of know my teammates to stay away. I want the kill on the Hindenburg. This is my Kraken. Please let me have it. I've worked so hard for it. So I'm get back in my teammates, hoping they won't steal this kill from me. And this is the biggest mistake I make this game. I use the auto-aim. And I bounce 5 shells off of that little tiny square armor on the Hindenburg. I'm not upset at the carrier. I'm upset at myself. I should have aimed those high. I should have superstructured it. 1 shell would have been enough to kill him and get my Kraken. But I absolutely choked it. I let the auto-aim put it right into the belt. Fortunately, that Hakuryu torp didn't arm. So now my only chance at the Kraken is to chase down Hakuryu. And that's what I'm going to try to do. Hakuryu is even spamming the get-backs in the chat because he realizes that Hindenburg would have been my Kraken. He actually messaged me after this game. He was apologizing for yoinking that, but that's not his fault. I totally choked it. GG to the Hakuryu. He actually played a really good game. As I'm going to continue getting harassed, I no longer have my will to rebuild active. So I am not going to burn. I'm not taking that fire. No, thank you. But I need to push this Hakuryu. Now that Yamato that asked for help with the Preußen at the beginning of the game that I kind of yoinked the Preußen kill from, he's pushing around the backside of the Hakuryu. I'm pushing his front side. If me and that Yami could switch places, I wish we could. I would love to be where that Yami is right now. Maybe instead of pushing into the middle to go after the Hindenburg, I should have pushed around and gone straight for the Hakuryu. But again, all these things you only really see in hindsight, right? They say hindsight is 20/20. I just made a series of bad decisions and absolutely choked my own Kraken. I still have a great game. At this point, I've shot down like 41 planes. I've got 6 citadels, almost 200,000 damage. Got the clear sky ages ago. I'm having a great game, but it could have been better because I am bad at this game. At this point, I'm rambling. I'm on 5,000 HP. I'm sending it towards the Hakuryu, trying not to die to his bombers. Fortunately, I dropped spot again. I think he's pretty well deplaned. I'm trying to get back and know my teammates so I can maybe get this kill. And here I'm thinking, oh, if I can sneak my guns right through there at his bow. Yeah, no, they're going to hit the rocks. Take a Hail Mary shot, shatter it on his bow, and he dies to the Yamato. Yamato gets his helping hand. I'm quite upset about it, but it's not his fault. I choked it on the Hindenburg, 100%. But I get my Dreadnought medal. Now, we finish out this game in this absolutely marvelous ship. Like, this ship carried me despite me being bad. Like, if I played better, the ship would absolutely be performing way better. I got 55 shell hits, 3 ships spotted, 1 assist, 45 planes shot down, 4 kills, 6 citadels, an assisted cap. I got a clear sky, I got a dreadnought, I got a high caliber, and I got a devastating strike. Absolutely beautiful. Top of the leaderboard with 3,915 base XP. In second place, we got the Puerto Rico with his 3711. The Yamato, he did all right, 2889. And amazingly, the Hakuryu placed really high, 2664. He played a hell of a game. And at the bottom is the Z44 with 0 XP. I'll actually pull up a screenshot from the end of the game here. This is where the Z44 finished the game. At the very beginning of the game, Z44 got upset, sailed to the back of the map, and stayed there and left. That's some unsportsmanlike conduct, if you ask me. Thank you for your contribution, Z44, but we didn't need you. The 4 of us held this game down. Now, my first impression of the ship, it's amazing. If you liked playing the Iowa back in 2019, 2020, if it was your first tier 7, which it was for a lot of people, you're really going to resonate with the Wisconsin. It feels so good. The guns handle so good. The reload booster comes in clutch. It's like if Iowa and John Bart had a baby. Wisconsin is such a forgiving ship to play. It's hard to be set on fire. It's got good armor. I did get both of my front guns broken in a game. That got me extremely tilted. But hey, it happens. If you are a free-to-play player, you only have the doubloons for one campaign. If you're thinking, maybe I'll buy the campaign, maybe, this is the one. This is such a forgiving ship, especially for like a newer player or somebody trying to get better in battleships, the American ones in particular. This ship is so forgiving, and this ship will teach you everything you need to know about playing these ships. This line of ships, the American ships in particular. Like it's good. It's very good. I wouldn't call it overcooked. I'd say it's well balanced for tier 8. I would have preferred it at tier 7, but in retrospect, it might be a little overtuned for tier 7 with the infinite reload boosters. But hey, so was John Bart, and it still got power crept. So if you stayed this long, I want to thank you for checking out the video. Thank you for checking out the Wisconsin. And I'm going to put a Discord link in the bio if you want to join that, trying to get the activity going there. Hit the like button if you haven't already. It absolutely helps me in the algorithm. Subscribe if you like these kind of videos, you want to see more, or you just want to be a good bloke, hit subscribe, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.